Hey, my super beautiful, lovely souls, Lizzie the Lightworker here. So today I'm fulfilling a viewer request video for an Aquarius divine female and a Leo divine male. This was a viewer request video. I like to do these as soon as I possibly can. I like to try to give you guys my full attention whenever and wherever I can. So with that being said, if you are new to my channel, I welcome you wholeheartedly, and I do hope that you'll hit that subscribe button and stick around. And if you watch this video to its full ending, I hope that you'll hit the like button and give me a big thumbs up. And if you are returning to me, welcome back. And our viewer here, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're going to get into this. This is a twin flame separation reading, okay? An advice, twin flame advice reading. So what we're going to get into here is our divine female and our divine male. We're going to sort of ask who's the runner, who's the chaser, or sort of get that energy of who's who. What is the purpose of this separation? Sort of what happened? What went wrong? Who's the higher twin? What does she need to work on or heal or do? What does he need to work on or heal or do? And then we'll get some advice for if and when they reunite. And possibly some timing. I don't like to do predictive readings for twin flames, mainly because everybody has free will. Okay, so these messages in these readings that I do and provide are for, help yourself, like self-help type things, education, learning, sort of nudging you to do the healing that you need to do, because it's all part of the journey, okay? And I know that separations are extremely painful from your twin, but sometimes they need to happen, and it's all for that sort of unity energy, sort of that syncing up together, that linking up together. And if you're both not in the right energy and you're both not like mentally healthy and well and doing the things that you need to do to evolve together, there could be definitely separations, okay? And the separations will last as long as they need to until you both have had experiences that you need to have and heal things that you need to heal, okay? So let's get right into it. So now I'm just going to give this a quick cut in half and we'll get right into it. So right off the bat, we're going to say what went wrong here. Okay, so that's going to be in the middle. What went wrong here? Okay, so I feel like possibly something that could have went wrong here would have had to do with possibly somebody maybe not wanting to commit here. I don't know if it's on both sides or just one side. There could have been some issues with commitment, fear of commitment, sort of wanting to still play the field a bit, sort of wanting to have experiences, a lot of more, I'm going to say more like dating experiences, more even sexualized experiences. As twin flames, that is extremely difficult to accept on whoever's part, because you have to sort of have this feeling of being enough. But sometimes the soul is immature and it needs to have these experiences. Sometimes we need to get hurt with other people. Sometimes we need to learn lessons with other people. So I'm going to say maybe lack of commitment, maybe lack of direction and lack of focus here. Could have been some things that went wrong. Also somebody maybe in a more frivolous energy, somebody who's not really affected as much or feeling as much. They just sort of like floating on the breeze, going with the wind, following their heart, going with their desires, their wants, their needs, sort of seeking those things and seeking experiences and seeking enlightenment and, new situations. Okay. I feel like this could have happened somewhere, maybe even in the beginning with these two. One of them maybe would have felt more of the commitment vibe, and the other one maybe would have resisted a bit. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. All right, so now what I want to say is runner or chaser energy. Okay, and based on the card, I'm going to try to get a feel for who's who here. Okay, so I'm feeling like somebody was a bit more in the past, a bit more living in the past. Okay, I don't know if one of them was hung up on the past or a past lover, okay, or somebody from maybe even their childhood, or somebody that, they were remembering sort of fondly, or somebody that came back into their life. also could apply here. These two could have known each other at a younger age, and one of them was not at the full maturity to handle this relationship. That's really what I'm feeling here. Okay, so runner chaser energy. I'm going to pull another card just because I'm not sensing on either side. To me, this is just sort of a neutral feeling of thinking of the past, possibly living in the past, wanting things to be like the past or like they were. Or somebody who's just sort of hung up on old memories and old times and wanting to sort of relive that, okay? So that could have to do with commitment issues too. You want to sort of relive that. Okay, so I feel like our Aquarius is a little bit more of the higher twin here. This to me says also somebody that can't face things, okay? So I'm feeling like our Leo might have had a difficult time maybe facing his commitments or her sort of expectations of him. This to me says somebody that can't face things. They run away from their feelings. They run away from things. They might exhibit sneaky behaviors at times. They could not always be the most honest person. You guys know how I feel about this Seven of Swords card. To me, this says, you know, somebody who's doing a bit of lying or deceiving or sort of in that deceitful type of energy, okay? So I am going to piece this together a little bit more, but I want to get into each of them now. So what does she need to do, or what does she need to work on? Okay, so I feel like there's some things that she wants to go after in life. I feel like she may be a very driven person, that she needs to work on herself, her career, her opportunities. Maybe she's sort of somebody in the business world. She feels like she needs to take the business world by storm, if that makes any sense. She sort of knows the direction that she wants to go. She has a lot of creative energy and a lot of force for that energy to be driven in life and go after what she wants. She's the type of woman that's going to go for it. She's not going to let anything hold her back. When she gets a good idea about something and once she gets something in her head, she's just going to go for it. Nothing will interfere with that energy that she's in. I feel like this has a lot to do with money for her. I feel like she feels like she needs to have this financial stability. I feel like she needs to maybe work on some debts and some things. I feel like she's working on possibly her elevation in the working world, maybe coming up in better positions for herself, or she's seeking that, or she's wanting that more fulfillment for that. But yeah, working on debts, okay? And sort of accepting help where she needs to accept help. I feel like she's the kind of person that she'll struggle. She'll live paycheck to paycheck. She might have a hard time saving money or keeping money, and she won't ask for help where she needs it, okay? But I feel like she's working on herself in the sense that she's feeling better about herself, about her self-esteem. She's seeing herself in a better light, and others are seeing her in a better light. I don't know if this separation brought her to this, where now she feels good about herself in some ways. She feels like she can socialize. She's bonding with people. She may be reestablishing friendships. She might just be having a better time or an easier time now. That's what I'm feeling, okay? To me, this says like sort of renewal, revitalized energy, sort of celebrating things. So I feel like she may be getting a better handle on things, and maybe it has to do with her career and her financial house. All right, so with our guy over here, I feel like with our guy over here, to me, this says self-improvement, not only just in the working world, but in the spiritual sense. I feel like he has a lot of work to do on himself, okay? Bettering himself. I feel like he may need to go through a period where he educates himself, or he learns new things, or learns new skills, and he has to apply those. I feel like to him, he does feel like some relationships, or this relationship may have been a lot of work for him. Okay, and I'm going to say, too, that I think that he needs to possibly work on his communication. I'm going to say that he needs to work on the way that he speaks. To me, this sort of is somebody who's on the defense a lot, and they don't like to feel like they're being attacked. like if they're approached about something or they're told something they don't like necessarily being told, okay? So they'll feel attacked and they'll jump into an argument rather quickly, not think it out. It's also like kind of verbal attacks and verbalizations that are harsh verbalizations. So I don't know if that was a problem here, okay? I'm feeling like they may have done some arguing. They may have not seen eye to eye on a lot of different things. So harsh words would be exchanged. I feel like it's more on his part. I feel like he can get fired up very easily, especially when he feels like he's being attacked or it has anything to do with his ego or anything that has to do with, his moxie in life. Okay. And he's going to be heard. He's the kind of guy that he wants to be heard. He will say his opinion no matter what. But this is bothering him so much. I feel like he feels really bad about the way he treated her. He has to work on the way he talks to people and the energy that is behind his words. I feel like there's times where he can have a real hateful, angry sense to him, but then he's so sorry after the fact. He's sorry what he said. He's sorry what he did. And it tortures him, okay? This separation is torturing him. He's putting a lot of thought into it. It's sort of wrecking his emotional boundaries. He's really like in grief about this, up at night, worried. He's worried about her actually too. So I'm gonna say now, what about if they reunite? If there's a possibility for that, after these things have been done, let's just say. Yeah, I feel like they definitely could reunite. Okay, this is a really good positive card. I feel like this will mean that they will be equally balanced with each other, that they will each have something to offer the other, whether it's spiritually, time, money, their finances will be in order, sort of attention, sort of love and all those things. This is to me somebody who has worked hard. They have worked hard on themselves. They have done what is needed. They are in a more giving position. They are able to give their love freely, their time freely. They have no issues with money or finances. Okay, so again, I'm seeing that on both sides. There's issues, individual issues, okay? With her, I feel like she wants to feel more stable on her own. With him, I feel like he has to really work on the way he talks, the way he treats people, the way he sort of deals with his anger. I also feel like there might be some ego issues. I feel like he likes to have this admiration or praise when he's done well. And I think that she would be able to give that once she has worked on herself and feels her strength and independence. And I feel like he definitely has a lot to let go emotionally and maybe work on some anger issues. This is self-work. Okay, big time. This might also have to do with his career or his job or something he's working at very hardly, something that he wants to be proud of himself. He wants to accomplish things. He wants to have that sense of that powerful feeling when you've done something good and you want you want others to notice it and you want others to see how well you've done, okay? But yes, definitely communication issues, definitely anger issues, and definitely this is bothering him very, very greatly. I feel like he feels very sorry for what he's done, okay? I just think here, like I said, there was definitely some commitment issues. I feel like maybe he felt like he needed to be top dog for her or to her. He needed her to see him with this he wanted to be viewed as hot and attractive and sexy for her. And he needs that stroked in his ego. And I feel like she can do that, but she can only do so much of that. Okay, so somewhere you have to figure out, our Leo, why that's a problem for you. Why do you need this admiration? You have to be okay with yourself. You have to have something for yourself first before you can share it with someone else, and be proud of yourself first for others to be sort of proud of you as well. Not that it doesn't seem like you are not doing that, because I feel like very strong energy for progression here. Okay, so yes, I feel like they could come back together. To me, I'm seeing, possibly a year or two. Okay, I don't know if that's how long it's going to take. I feel like there will be communication in between, but it may be light. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, many, many blessings to you all.